Hey, to welcome back to another vlog. So it's Irie here, and today we're starting the vlog off in the park today. I just really needed like some alone time today, and I just really wanted to get to the park because I haven't been in like 2 weeks or so. And it's been sunny, but it's like sunny and not aggressively hot. So I was like, oh, this is the perfect time to try to go and just sit in the park. I bought my book. I brought some painting, a few canvases, and my coloring book as well. Not sure if I'm gonna do all of that, but I just feel like doing absolutely nothing. But I don't want to be in the house and do that. I like want to be outside. So, yeah. Okay, y'all, so I've been at the park for a while now, and it's so cute. So, like, I'm actually doing one of the, like, walking trails that are here. I've never done it before, but it's really, really nice, and it's, like, more quiet over here, because, like, the rest of the park is pretty busy. I came on a Sunday, like, today's Sunday, so, like, the rest of the park is pretty busy with, like, families. There's a few, like, birthday parties that I saw as well. So it's just kind of like packed up, and it hasn't been like super quiet or quiet enough for me, to my liking, for me to like actually sit and read. I did sit for a while. I didn't really feel like painting today. I colored for a little bit, but like wasn't super into it. I don't know. Like I just feel like, I don't know. I can't explain it. Like all the things that I brought to like keep me busy, I actually don't even feel like doing today, and I kind of just like want to walk and just like sort of explore today. Like I just want to get out of my head, and I think sitting and doing stuff is like not letting me kind of do that. But yeah, I found the walking trail, and it is so cute over here. Like I need to take my man here. Like this is so romantic. Look at this, y'all. This gives like I don't know, this reminds me of like spring court in A Court of Thorn and Roses by Sarah J. Maas, if you guys have read that. I don't know, like the walking trail gives me that, like gives me this type of vibe. And the weather feels more like spring today because it's not humid, but it's warm, so where like you don't need a jacket, and it's sunny out, but there's a breeze. Like it just feels like spring vibes today. I'm really enjoying it, but yeah, I think I'm gonna just keep walking. I don't know if I should walk back towards the main part of the park, or like if I should just keep walking down the like walking trail. I'm not dressed for it like at all. Like literally literally I put on like an actual type of outfit. I didn't put on anything to hike in. But this is so cute. Like I might just take my trousers off because I do have shorts on under here, and then just like properly do the trail. It's like I feel like doing that, but my bag is kind of heavy, so I just feel like, ugh. I don't know. I don't know. Yoski. Alright, y'all, so I literally haven't read anything in the past week. I don't know what's been going on, but every time I pick up something and try to read something new, it's been so hard to get through or try to like understand the plot of a new book or just start something new and to stick with it. So I have these two books. I have Butter by Asako Yuzuki, and then I have Black Cake by Charmaine Wilkerson. I have both these books for a while, and they've been on my TBR for quite a bit, to be honest. And I actually started this one last year, but I couldn't really fully grasp and comprehend the plot, and so that's why I think I DNF'd it. But I got up to page like 64, and like you can see I started to annotate just a bit. So yeah, I have like a few annotations already. And I remember when this first released, and I think I got it like the week after it released or the week it released, and I was really excited to read it, but very like once I actually picked it up, I was really confused about the plot, which is weird because like the synopsis is very straightforward, so I'm not really sure what I was confused about. But yeah, I'm gonna see if I can try to read this again and see if this can sort of get me out of this slump, because I haven't read a thing in like almost 10 days. Like it's literally been about over a week since I picked up a book. The other day at the park I did try to read, but like I just trying to read Rebecca, I don't know, like I think that's a book you have to be in the mood for, and that's not something to like try to get you to get in the mood to read. I don't know. I don't know. So this is the last book I read, and I didn't love it only because I thought it was written okay. One thing I really liked is that even though the author writes in third person and I prefer first person POV every single time, I did enjoy and appreciate how like she focused each chapter on one specific sibling. Yeah, so I thought that made a lot of sense for the plot, because obviously it's a murder mystery, so we're getting each character's point of view and like their version of like their relationship with their father, their relationship with the other siblings, their friends, their partners, and then also how it all correlates to whoever killed their dad. I didn't like who ended up being the murderer. Like it just didn't make a whole lot of sense, and I also felt like it was rushed quite a bit. I didn't like the last 1/3 of the book really at all, and I didn't really like the ending. I did appreciate the themes of like found family. I liked how every sibling was from like a different part of the world, so like it was like very diverse in that sense. And yeah, that was like pretty much the only things that I liked, and the fact that like each chapter focused on each sibling. I thought that was quite interesting. But yeah, like I think overall it was just okay. Like if I were still reading books, I would rate it like a 2.5. Didn't love it, and this is why I kind of feel like I'm in a slump. One thing I did love about this whole journey with this entire book was the fact that I went book shopping, picked it out, and then brought it home and actually read it. I haven't done that in like, I don't even remember the last time I did that, but like doing that really made me enjoy book shopping. I always loved to book shop, but like I was like, oh, like picking a book, bringing it home, and then starting it that day, that was just like such a moment, and I really appreciated that. So I'm gonna try and do that tomorrow. I'm gonna go book shopping tomorrow, because I still have gift cards to spend. But yeah, I did not love this. I'll probably like actually resell it on my Vinted, but I did love the sprayed edge. That was a moment. But yeah, anyway, I'm just gonna try and read a bit of Butter and see if this can get me out of the slump, and hopefully I can stick with it. Okay, so I'm feeling hopeful because I just read it like 10 pages or so, and I'm already kind of liking it. I don't really know what was confusing me the first time, like my first go when I tried to read this last year. I think it was like mainly who is who. Like the characters I think were getting confusing to me. I'm not really sure. But yeah, it's making sense now, and I'm like already like excited to like continue reading. Synopsis: this book follows a journalist, like an up-and-coming journalist named Rika, and it's set in Tokyo. That's what it sounds like. I think it's set in Tokyo. And then basically she's a journalist and she meets the serial killer named Manako Kaji. I think I'm saying the name right. And basically the serial killer cooks these gourmet chef 5-star type of meals. Wait, this is awkward because y'all can kind of see Stitch, but y'all can't really see Stitch because y'all don't know that it was Stitch. So yeah, anyway, this is Stitch. So yeah, she's an up-and-coming journalist who I guess she's gonna get into like interviewing or meeting the serial killer. Basically the serial killer cooks all these meals for like all these misogynistic type of men, is what I'm getting from the synopsis and like from the first few pages, even though we haven't like met the serial killer yet. But I don't know, like it seems like it's gonna be good. I'm kind of already liking the writing thus far. Like it's very detailed and I'm like picturing it in my head, which is always a good sign, which is why I think I can keep with it and stick to it, and hopefully like I can finish this because I believe the sequel to this is already out. It's only like 451 pages, so it's not a short book, but it's also not excessively long either. The plot reminds me of like Honey by Imani Thompson and Yellowface. The journalism side reminds me of Yellowface, and then the like woman that's like kind of a serial killing all these trash men reminds me very much of Honey. So yeah, I feel like if those two had a baby, it would kind of be this, and then you have to add in cooking somewhere with it, and then yeah, you've got your child. This is it. I want to be in this room. This room just seems so peaceful. I miss it raining, but like I miss it raining like this, where like you can see the rain like dripping down the windows. I mean, like what a beautiful like aesthetic, obviously, what a beautiful flat. But seriously.
Which one? Pick one. This one classic. Red from blind, yeah, bitch, I'm drastic.
Hey y'all, so I'm in Waterstones and I found City of Bones. I really want to read this series, but I like, once I get into like a fantasy series, I like to read all the books sort of at once, like book 1, book 2, book 3, and so on and so forth. And like I would have to buy it one by one here, and I just don't like doing that, which I know is probably backwards, but that's just what I like. I also really want the Vampire Diaries series, but I think this is like something I'll ask for Christmas because I know it'll be a bit more expensive. But yeah, they have lots of new titles here. It's a lot of like more general fiction, which is really, really nice.
Should I come through? Then I come kick, then I come kick with you. 2 a.m. again, and I'm thinking about it's 2 a.m. and I'm stuck up thinking about the last time you were behind me. All in the mirror, I could see everything you will be doing. I could see everything looking at me like you love me.
Alright, hey y'all, and welcome back to the vlog. So I'm back from Waterstones, and then I went to the food shop just to get like just a few groceries. I'm gonna cook today because I want like a nice dinner for tomorrow. I've just been eating grilled dinner the last few days, and I've actually quite enjoyed it, but it's mainly because like my man's been on a business trip, and like when he comes back, I like to like have like his favorite snacks, his favorite drinks, and his favorite like dinner here like when he comes back. So I'm gonna cook today just as like a little nice gesture of like welcome home type thing. And then I work tomorrow in the next few days, so I'm gonna need lunch each day, I think, because I work like really long shifts, which I actually prefer because then I get to have like 3 days off in a row. So I'd rather work like a crazy long shift than like have to go in every single day. So yeah, that's what I'm doing. But I need to like actually have like food for lunch, and I need to like, I prefer to bring it because I don't like what they serve like in the cafeteria or whatever. So yeah, anyway, I wanted to show you what I got from Waterstones. So I was in there for a good while, not as long as I usually am. I usually spend like 2 to 2.5 hours there just browsing, and sometimes I'll start to like actually pick up and like read a chapter out of a few books and stuff. There was a lot of new fiction and new covers, new releases, and new authors that I hadn't heard of today. And like the Waterstones that I'm close to is like quite small. Like it's a smaller branch. It's not like a big branch. It doesn't have like multiple floors or anything like that. Like it's quite like a small location. But there was a lot of selection today, and like I was like there longer than I needed to be. Like I was there like an hour and 15 minutes, which isn't as long as I usually go for, but it was really nice to see so many new releases that I had no idea about. And this is why I keep going to the bookshop, because even when I'm not in the market to actually buy anything, I always like learn that there is like, oh, like this author wrote a sequel to this book, or like there's a new series, or like I learned something new about like this new book that I never heard of before, or like there's this indie author that like is now like blowing up, and like that's why their book is in Waterstones. So it's like, yeah, I really enjoyed going today, and I love that as like a sort of self-care solo date for me. It's needed. Let me just show y'all what I got. Okay, so I got Ken by Tiari Jones. This is a African-American author, and she wrote this, I don't know when this released. This released sometime this year, like I think 2 months ago, or like earlier in the summer, earlier in the spring. And I remember like picking it up a few times on my last visits to Waterstones and just not buying it because I wasn't in the position, like I wasn't ready to purchase it, to buy it yet, because I was trying to finish like mainly the books on my TBR. But I did read the summary, and I remember loving it immediately, and I was just like, you know what, I'm gonna have to get it. And I meant to go to, there was actually, like she actually came to Brixton. She actually came to London, and she came to Brixton specifically, and I live like about 10-15 minutes away from that area, so I'm fairly close. And I was gonna go to like her artist talk, but I think I had work that day, so I couldn't end up going. But yeah, I really wanted to get her book, and it's signed. The only thing is that like this doesn't have like a sprayed edge. There is one copy that has like the gold It's like gold pages, which is really nice. This one doesn't have it. But at least this is signed. Like, I love when I get a signed copy. Oh, it's like, where is it? Yeah. So it is signed, which is really nice. And then, like, obviously it says it here. So yeah, I'm excited to read this. I'll go ahead and read the synopsis a little bit. Ernest and Andy are cradle friends born days apart in Honeysuckle, Louisiana, both destined never to know their mothers. The girls are inseparable, bound by a friendship far deeper than sisterhood. But this is the American South in the 1950s. Black girls like Ernest and Andy have to fight for every opportunity they can, and neither one can build the future they hope for in Honeysuckle. Gradually, the girls drift apart. Bernice pursues her education, and Annie is lured by the promise of a heady first love affair with a growing obsession with finding her mother. But the search pulls her even further into a world of danger that soon leaves her oldest friend battling to save her. Yeah, Tayari Jones returns with a richly told story about sisterhood, friendship, and long life bond that is as dangerous as it is unbreakable. So yeah, I'm really excited to read this. It's set in the Americans, like in the South, but like from more, I think race is prominent in this book, obviously, but like I think the overall story is like sisterhood, friendship, and probably found family. So I really like the themes of it, and I think that's what drew me to this. And then yeah, I didn't even pay for this. Like, I had my Waterstones gift card, so like I just used this. But I knew I wanted to use my Waterstones gift card for a book written by a black author. Specifically, that's what I did when I went in last time and got the heirs, and then I did it with this one, and then I was like, you know what? It makes sense for me to get it because I don't even see this one like available on Vinted. I don't really hear many people talking about this, like booktubers. I don't hear this on BookTok a lot, so I feel like it's not really underrated, but I feel like it's just not one of those like super popular releases. So I'm really excited to get into reading this, and I will probably most likely dedicate an entire video to a book review about this because I think I'm going to love it. Yeah, and then Waterstones was also giving away like all these free bookmarks. So I literally got this the last time I was there. Well, I got the book, and then they have the bookmark here, and then I have like there's this bookmark. I almost bought this book too because I haven't like read it, and apparently it's a series, but I can't tell if it's like fantasy or anything. When I read the synopsis, it sounded a bit confusing. So let me know if any of y'all have read the Dust books and if those are good, but it sounded interesting, but it also sounded like I don't know what the plot is at the same time. And then this one I just thought was cute. It just says obsession can set your world on fire. And then yeah, this one was a cool one. Chase Death or Love. And then it's the Ballad of the Dragons. So yeah, they had all these really cool like free bookmarks. I usually buy one whenever I buy a book. Like I usually buy a new one. But since they were giving out all these free ones, I was just like, you know what? I'm just gonna take these today and call it a day. So yeah, if you made it to this point in the video, thank you so much, and hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Alright, once again, my name is Irie, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.